Hey there. This is the first attempt at a live stream that is cross-platform, allowing people to tune in across different social medias, comment on any social media platform. Your comments will show up right here in the chat. And this is basically a test run for something that I've been working on, which is a new podcast that will in the future have some hosts and guests and everything. And for right now, we are just testing it out, and we'll chat about whatever people want to talk about going on in Montgomery County. So real quick, I'm just gonna make sure this is shared correctly across social media, and please get some comments in about what you want to talk about, what you're caring about in cross-platform, allowing people. Let me turn that volume off. So I guess it's working. It's on Facebook. Let me just make sure people can see it. And you want to talk about? Okay. All right. So there we go. We've got our first comment from me. And like I said, please chime in. We are on Facebook, YouTube, X/Twitter, and Instagram, all live. All the comments should come in. Since there's no comments yet, we can go ahead and talk about. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to do this maybe 15, 30 minutes. Then I'm going to head to Rockville Town Center for Christmas tree lighting there. Lots of stuff going on in the near future with the holidays. So one of our interns did an article a few days ago about the different holiday events coming up. So maybe just highlight some of those. And definitely check out Sophia's article. She's an MCPS student that's been writing for us since the summer, and does an excellent job of coming up with ideas. So so there's Bethesda Winter Wonderland and Holiday Market. This is actually tomorrow, and from 12:30 to 2 in Bethesda, downtown Bethesda, Norfolk and Cordell Avenues. There's Christmas at Kaleva Farm. So this is the same people that do Markov's Haunted Forest, and they are now doing a Christmas village there. We have EWI's 11th annual holiday market, which is where is this one? Silver Spring Civic Building, and has lots of different vendors. That is tomorrow also, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Christmas on the Farm, Agricultural History Farm's Christmas on the Farm event. This weekend, 7th and 8th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And I know also tomorrow night is the fireworks at Rio. Rockville Civic Ballets, the Nutcracker, December 6th through 8th and 13th through 15th. F. Scott Fitzgerald Theater. Hanukkah celebration at Montgomery Mall. That is on December 26th, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So there's just a lot of different stuff going on in the community. Let me check back in, see. Please, somebody send me some comments. Tell me what you want to talk about. I have a whole list of stuff I can talk about, but the whole point of this is to get some feedback and see what everyone else wants to talk about, and then in the future we can work that into more activities and let people ask questions about guests or hear about create topics for hosts to discuss. So let's see what we got next. So MCPS approved the 25-26 calendar. I think a lot of people had thoughts about that and stuff, and it is what it is, right? You have to get in all the days. Let's see what it was. Which option was it? It's got the 181 days. Trying to see if there was a lot of discussion about the option that had the 10 days off for winter break, 10 consecutive days off for winter break. I'm trying to see if it has that 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Yeah, so it has that option was selected that has the 10 days off. And feel free to send a comment in. Like I said, any platform it'll show up here on the chat, and it'll actually show up on the screen. And then you can participate, and if you have a comment, a question, whatever it is, send it in. Okay, so in the meantime, I will just keep talking down my list. So I wrote this week, there was a lot of people asking about the Potomac Horse Center, and they saw that some of the fences were coming down and stuff like that. So we wrote about that. Basically, we asked Montgomery Parks what's going on there. They said that they are preparing for demolition of some of the buildings that were in bad shape in spring of next year. They're taking down fences. The future use is still up in the air. And then, we'll see what they're going to do that. And we'll definitely keep you in the loop so that we can make sure the community is able to participate in that discussion. I think that there's it's 41 acres. A lot of it is under power lines, so it can't be built on. And there's a lot of potential uses for that could really benefit the community. Obviously, if a horse center came in and wanted to invest the large amount of money to create that, they could do that. But otherwise, it's owned by Montgomery Parks, and we can there will be discussion hopefully down the line to say, hey, this is 41 acres. We could create this, we could create that, and hopefully, at least in my opinion, have a lot of different varied options because there's so much space that we really could do something amazing there. But right now, they're just removing the interior fencing, jumps, and cleaning up the landscape, planning to demolish buildings that are beyond repair in spring 2025. And the property remains open to public except for the buildings, with parking available for access to the Muddy Branch Greenway Trail. It's not immediate, but we'll be looking at what kind of park use will be best for that property in the future, they said. And if you're just joining us, feel free to send a comment, and hopefully it'll pop up here. Okay, we got one. And POW is doing a free, is it a free self-defense course tomorrow at his gym? And that was really awesome. We shared that. Let me see the details for that real quick. Self-defense workshop at the compound to help build confidence and empowerment through martial arts tomorrow, December 7th. It's in Silver Spring, and elementary 9 to 10 a.m., middle school 10:30 to 11:45, and then high school / adults 12 to 1:30 p.m. So that's tomorrow. And definitely great guy, and providing that opportunity for free to everyone so that they can feel confident and learn self-defense. Definitely big on that. My kids are doing a wrestling tournament this weekend. So let's see. Tonight, Quince Orchard is playing Wise for the 4A state championship at the Naval Academy. They've both, between the two of them, won a ton of recent championships. I think there was something like dating back to 2011. They've won all but 3, one of the 2. Quince Orchard is now looking for their 3rd state championship in 4 years. They got knocked out last year, I think, by rival Northwest High School. And we have somebody there that will be providing video highlights, so we'll be able to keep you up to date on that tomorrow. I'm sure we'll also share some highlights today, probably from Mayor Judd Ashman, who is usually there and always sharing videos, which I really appreciate, being able to almost follow it live. Tomorrow we'll have like the highlight video from our guy coming out. Let's see. And again, for those just joining, please put in a comment, question, what you want to see, and it'll come up on the stream. And this is a test run for a future podcast idea of community input, letting the community comment and talk. And in the future, we'll have some guests, some hosts, different stuff. So this is more of a test of the technology to stream to all the different platforms and see how that works. So now back to, let's see. One of the things we heard this week that several schools were without heating. And that is something that is obviously very concerning. But at the same time, we have, confirmed that that's an issue that's known. And that's something hopefully that they will be taken care of. Dr. Taylor let us know that, yes, they're aware. So that issue is going up the chain, and people will hopefully get that fixed. And it's really cold, so hopefully people are bringing in their jackets and stuff to school. Speaking of cold, I also had a question for Dr. Taylor because the state changed their methodology for going virtual on snow days. So basically, and this is like new, I haven't even posted about this anywhere. I wanted to kind of save some things for just this show and give you guys something unique. Nobody knows about this. This is the state changed the rules so that only if they if we've used all of our snow days, then it's possible to go virtual if we wanted to as a school system. We're not allowed to, according to the state rule, go virtual if we have not used up all those days. However, when I asked Dr. Taylor about this, basically he stated that we also just don't have the same technology as we had during the pandemic. So what that means is that it would be very inequitable to go virtual in these conditions, because there's a lot of people that don't have the computers, don't have the internet capabilities, and are not able to, just telling somebody else to check this out. So that will, the people are not able to have the same capabilities. The school system doesn't have the same capabilities. So I would say very unlikely for us to go virtual unless we've already exceeded all of those days. And then even then, there's going to be some concerns about how do we get that technology out to everyone and without having the same sort of investment as we have previously. So let's see. Okay, so this is a big one that a lot of people talked about. So the state report card came out. Obviously, not exactly what we wanted with, if you've been following this issue. The district said that they were disappointingly flat. This is the headline from MoCo 360. Disappointingly flat MCPS performance on state report card, district says. Now, and then their subheading, over 90% of schools scored ratings of 3 stars or higher, which, I mean, that's not really a huge good thing. But what I really liked about this article is previously MCPS would say, hey, the scores aren't great, but, we're doing this great, we're this great. And I think that the acknowledgement of the disappointing aspect and that, we're going to strive to get better is really key, because it doesn't serve anyone to pretend that things are going great when they're not. And so that's a whole, thing that I think is very important, that they're able to acknowledge, hey, okay, so Powell says those are inflated numbers. So, I mean, it depends what you, what reason you're saying that they're inflated. maybe you can give some more details. But, of course, certain schools are going to look good based on the socioeconomic breakdown of the school, not necessarily because of the quality of the education. And that's kind of, similar to the downside, right? At some of these schools that did really poorly, they have lower income families, and they also, maybe have a higher proportion of students that do not speak English. And if you don't speak English, that's going to create issues across the board. You're not going to do good on math. You're not going to do good on science because you're not able to understand the basics, and of course, English as well. So I think that it's important to keep improving, to acknowledge these issues and to keep improving them across the board, and to have that data to say, hey, this school needs more help, and then trying to look at the patterns so that we can improve, these scores and everything like that. So let's see, what do I got next? And, if anyone wants to comment on anything, feel free to just comment, and I will go back to something or, discuss a different issue. I'm just kind of going through my list of stuff that I prepared ahead of time in case nobody was talking. Hey, Avniel, thanks for joining here. Like I said, this is testing out a format for those that just joining. It's testing out a format for a new podcast sort of thing I'm working on. Hoping to have a couple more hosts in here in the future. It'll be posted all across social media, and then maybe some snippets will be posted out more. And then we'll also hopefully have some guests in the future where you can ask questions of those guests. And appreciate everyone that's on here watching and helping me test this. I think so. The one other thing that is really exciting that I have this month. So if you follow us, you've probably seen me sharing Justin, the artist's artwork. He's got some amazing pour paintings and digital art, and he works really, really hard on all of that. And I don't think he gets enough sales for how much work he puts in. And, also it's a large investment on the art supplies. So one of the things I would like to do with this stream is to do a stream at his art place and showing some of his artwork so that people can support him for the holidays, and also, get gifts for family members or whoever that would appreciate that artwork. He is I think around 25-year-old that was in graduated from MCPS, and he's doing really great things. But, I would really like to support him and his artwork journey. So that's something I'm looking at doing this month as well. And if this, stream goes well and people enjoy it, comment below. Let me know what you think about it. And I would love to do more of these. This is, a little prep work, and then now I can go because I've set up all the technology and, paid for it because it's not free to be able to stream like this across all the social media at once and get the comments in, which to me, that's really the most important part. Is I wanted to be able to see everyone talking, see the comments, and then be able to interact with them, because there's all these shows out there that talk at you. I want to talk to you, talk with you, hear what you have to say, and involve the community voices and raise them up on these issues. So, feel free to comment, questions, anything like that. Let me know. Let's see. And also, just send a comment. What platform are you on? If you're watching on, I see all the comments so far from Facebook. So I would love to see some comments from, YouTube or X or Instagram, just so I can make sure those comments are working. In fact, I might come in here and do a comment myself. Let's see the X test. So I just want to see, make sure that the comments are working on all the platforms. Is it? I don't see the X comment coming in here. We do have it seems like we have a very large number of views on X. So if you're on X, please, put a comment in, and I can see if here. Oh, here's the live chat. Okay, you have to go to the live chat on X as opposed to just comment under the post. So let me just send a little test because this is there. We go. Okay, we got X. And I'm going to actually just go ahead right now and just bear with me a sec, and I will um, test on each of the platforms right now, just to make sure that it works. I don't even see it on Instagram. Oh, I okay. Well, yeah, whoopsie. Okay, so that's why you do these test runs. So there was a button I had to press on Instagram to go live. It's a little different. Let me see. I'm gonna hit it now. Yeah, so okay. Those just joining on Instagram, I've been doing this live about 15 minutes already. I forgot to hit go live on Instagram. This is a test run for a future podcast where we're going to involve the community voices and everything like that. And so, comment below. Your comments will show up on the stream, and I will answer your questions or talk about what you're talking about. And I would love to get people involved. I'm going to do a test comment on Instagram just to make sure that's working, because this is the point of this. And please send a um, comment if you are checking stuff out on Instagram, so I can make sure that the comments are working there too. I was just talking about all the different stuff going on in MCPS, mainly the county. I'm going to do a future one of these to support a local artist and get some of his stuff seen and stuff for somebody's saying the comments don't combine. So this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm trying to test on Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, please send us a message so that I can see if that's working. The Instagram, it looks like maybe it froze or something on Instagram. I'm not really sure. There's a test run to see if I can get all the platforms working together. And all right, I'm gonna do a test comment on Instagram now. I think my other um, my other screen that I had up froze. So let me see if I can get comments come through on Instagram. I commented on Instagram, but I don't see it here. Okay. All right. So that's the reason why I'm doing this test before I actually do a podcast. And if you go back and check out on X, Facebook, or YouTube, you should um, be able to watch the whole thing. I sorry I didn't click go live on Instagram before that happened. There might be some kind of auto moderation going on Instagram because it appears to be it appears to be live, but the comments are not coming through. So I don't know why that's going on, but it looks like a lot of people are following on Instagram. So I appreciate that. And, I will try and get this live stream working on Instagram also. Let me try one more test comment and then I will leave good alone. Okay. Test. Okay. I see your comments on Instagram. I'm not sure why it's not coming through to we still don't have them on here. Okay. All right. Well, that's something I'll have to figure out. Yeah, it doesn't show up down here either on there must be something I've got to change on the settings, and that's something um I will work on in the future. to try and make sure I get the Instagram comments coming in too, because the whole point of this is to involve the community, allow everyone to make comments and interact live here on the podcast in the future. So that is what we're going to be doing. And let's see. I think I have one more thing. I just want to test the YouTube also. So the boundary study for the Board of Education for MCPS, they've chosen Flow Analytics, which was the only company that actually applied. The requirements to do this work were very large. So it was not something that like any company could come do. They had to have a lot of experience. I think they had experience in Howard County. They said they were a Montgomery County company, or sorry, Maryland. They were registered in Maryland, but searches showed up empty, so we were not able to see that. Um, and so there are some questions about that. Let me go ahead and try to comment um, under YouTube. I don't. Oh, here's the chat. Okay, YouTube test. Again, this is the main purpose of doing this one, besides just kind of getting this information out, is trying to make sure all the different platforms are able to comment in here. So it looks like the only one that is not working is Instagram, and I wonder if that's because it took me a while to add that. I see on my screen, I see under the chat that Instagram is not even an option. So it may be that I'm not able to do those, but I'll research into how to connect the comments on. So thank you, Derek. And Derek is the host of the What's Happening MoCo podcast, which is an awesome local podcast that highlights businesses and organizations and all sorts of stuff. So check that out on Montgomery County Cable. I've been on there a few times, so no bias, but I think he's a really great guy, just doing really cool work. He covers a lot of stuff that is undercovered, and he does it really well, a really like high quality video way. So I think it's definitely like one of my models. His really great show. So this is kind of a different angle where we can get the community involved directly, doing it live as opposed to recording, and then me just talking at you. And I definitely want to get, hope to get the community involved more, and I will in the future put out more warning and do some promotion so that we can get a good crowd in here and field these comments. I'm going to go take a peek at Instagram to see direct. I can see the comments in Instagram. I can see the comments. I can't see them on the show. So I don't see the test comments. Oh, wow. Quinn EMV said, wow, first. So I am seeing those comments. I just have to look on a different screen. I'm not able to get them over to the show right now. I'll try to figure that out, or it's possible that's not even, possible. So, appreciate a ton of people joined the Instagram live. Appreciate everyone for checking it out. Again, this is going to be like kind of a regular thing where I'm going to do a podcast with other hosts, other guests, hopefully, and allow the community to weigh in, ask questions, write comments, and participate live in the show, as opposed to just kind of talking at you. So, for the people that have been here since the beginning, I apologize for repeating the information multiple times. That's kind of what I have to do, though, because as people come in, they're not going to see that information. I'm going to cut out here in a couple more minutes. I'm heading over to the Rockville Town Center for the Christmas tree lighting with my family. Just again, there's a whole bunch of activities going on this weekend for the holidays on our website. You can check it out. There was an article by one of our interns, Sophia, wrote this great article about all the different stuff going on in Montgomery County over the next few days. Experience the Magic MoCo's must-attend holiday events for 2024. There is at the now I'm blanking on it again. I had and again, if you're on X, you have to go under the actual video, not just like a regular comment. You have to go to the live video. I just wanted to also give one more shout out to PALS Compound, the Compound free self defense workshop tomorrow in Silver Spring Elementary, starting at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Middle school, 10:30 to 45. High school adults, 12 to 1:30. I think it's great what he's doing for the community, allowing people to come try that out for free and to figure out about the how to defend oneself without having to, and try it out without having to pay up front. So yeah, and then there's also fireworks at Rio tomorrow, which I'm going to try to go as well. Let's see. I think pretty much everything on my list is anyone. So this is kind of, let me do like a last call for any comments or questions before I cut out. And, please, well, first of all, thank you so much for being here. This test could not happen without you all, and the page, everything. None of it could happen without all of the followers, all of the people interacting, and everything like that. So I just want to thank everyone for being here and for taking the time out of your day. I know it's like 5 o'clock on a Friday is not the best time, but I was really excited about this, and I want to test it so that I can do some things over the next month or two. The other thing, let's have a question. If you don't want to comment on the screen, or you are watching as a recording, feel free to email me, moderatelymoco@gmail.com, or fill out the comment form on my website. We will, if I get questions and comments, I will add that in next time to the show. Like, it doesn't have to be live. If you don't want your name shown, that's fine. Send me an email and say, hey, I don't want my name said, and I will respond to your comment and question right there without putting your name out there, whatever. I'm about community and involvement. So, and Andrea said, thank you for all you do. I really appreciate that. And like I said, without everyone that comments, everyone that follows, like all this stuff, it just wouldn't be worth it, to be honest. So, I appreciate everything that everyone else does to be involved in this community, the MoCo community, and supporting me and everything. So I don't see any other questions. I'm going to go ahead and end this out, but this definitely seems like it was very successful, and I'll do more in the future and hopefully bring in some more guests, bring in some more hosts so that I can kind of work on the comments and they can do some more talking, get some back and forth, and then, spread the word, share this, please, send it to people, and they can check it out, and then in the future they can hopefully catch it live. I'm going to try and get a specific schedule. I just don't know when that's going to be, but I think that will be a good way to allow everyone to plan around it and check it out. So yeah, thank you, and I'll try to figure out the Instagram as well. Let me just check real quick to see if anyone else commented on Instagram. I don't see the comments on Instagram, unfortunately. Thank you for the comments. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to end the stream now, and yeah, Neil, I definitely have you on as guest for sure. And we can talk about all sorts of stuff. So, all right, thank you all, and be safe out there. Check out the website and the activities this weekend. Stay warm, and everything.